What's up, everybody? It is MC on the mic. This is kind of half of the Cobros. The other half is this guy on the screen right here. His name is.
Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show.
And holy smokes, have we haven't let you guys down, we've let me down because I thought we were going to be doing 52 episodes this year. This is episode Whopper number 21.
20.
Look
That's
look
it?
out.
I thought we got to oh, we're only at 21. I thought we got more than that.
We're only at 21. We're only at
Damn.
21. And you know what? 21's better than zero. So I'm happy with something. I would love to do more. Life has gotten crazy in the last couple months, not just for me or you, but kind of the whole nation in a sense.
Yeah. We
Um,
got a new president since the last time we talked.
we have got a new president. Half the country has fallen flabbergastedly to their knees and started crying. Half of the country is roaring in cheers. I don't know what happens, but I hope something good happens to our nation. And I
Facts.
hope people don't kill each other. And I hope we could be kind because realistically, my 9 to 5 hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? Like your nine to
Yeah.
five hasn't changed. Doesn't matter who's the president. You still got to wake up and be a good person, do your job. Like end of story. So.
Still got to wake up and go to work.
Yeah, and you got to wake up and be a good person. You know how we have a good country? Wake up and be a good person. Not
That's
pick the
right.
right president. Wake up and be a good person. And then you're gonna have better people around you, and it's gonna just, everybody's gonna be better off.
That's it.
Um,
That's simple.
what do the young people think? Do the young people get it? Are they nice to each other or do they hate each other? If I go by
All
social media, everybody hates each other.
Yeah, it's just, that's young people. We all hate each other, Everybody's got something to say about something, everybody's got to have an opinion nowadays. I don't really care about it, You know what they say, man, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Oh gosh, when the 20-year-olds start bringing out the 40-year-olds colloquialisms or metaphors or whatever the hell that is called. Yes, I agree with you. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody should be able to share their opinion, but not everybody has to care about everybody else's opinion.
And
How about that?
there's a lot of opinions coming out right now.
Have
Everybody's
your
got an opinion
opinion.
about
Have
something.
your opinion. Say it to somebody. And then don't care about somebody else's opposing opinion. It's their
And
opinion to you.
be okay. Be okay with somebody else having a different opinion.
Right? Who cares? It's debatable. Everything's debatable. What you hear on the news is debatable with what they heard on the news, and what you believe in your religious book is different from what somebody else believes in their religious book. And however you live your life, I guarantee you, it is not in full agreement of anybody on the planet, not even your
Nope.
lovers or children or parents. They'll find a reason to hate you. Let's not.
Yeah.
How about skip it?
Skip it. Oh,
Skip
as in
it.
like skip it? I thought you were like, I thought that was like a new product or something. Like, hey, we got the new skip it.
Listen, it's funny you bring that up because skip it was actually a thing. When I was a kid, it was like this ball you put around one ankle and then you jump and you skip around the other foot. Ba-
That's some 90s shit.
It's so 90s. It's so hard 90s. If this was an AI edited podcast right now, would be a clip of somebody in the 90s doing it.
Skipping it.
Yeah. But yeah, basically the goal of the game was to try to trip yourself, and to win the game, you had to try not to get tripped by yourself.
Interesting. Interesting.
And somehow it equated to exercise for kids.
Skip it. I'm gonna have to find a skip it. That's a good
It
Christmas
even had a
present.
theme song. It even had a theme song. It was skip it, dub, 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 something. Yeah, I'm
If
telling you,
you
you look it up, you'll see it.
if you get a gift from me from Christmas, that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna find it. I'm definitely gonna find you a skip it.
I already debated buying you a 4 foot tall life-size Barbie doll this year.
Oh, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh
So,
man, I wouldn't do it to you. I wouldn't do it to you.
do you
But
want
I
to do a quick
can't.
story time about that?
Yeah, I can't tell you I didn't think about it. So yeah, you tell the story. I don't want to tell it.
I was probably what, 9 or 10 years old?
Oh man, at best,
At
yeah.
least, yeah. And for my sister's birthday, my brother bought her a life-size Barbie doll, a big ass, 4 foot tall Barbie doll, and it's got like hair and it looks like a little person, a little fake person. And me, I had just watched like Chucky or something for the first time, or I don't remember, something with dolls, Goosebumps or something. And I was just scared shitless of dolls, all dolls. I didn't like dolls. And then this 4 foot doll comes in out of nowhere and starts living in our house, and it's looking at me, and I'm 10 years old, 9 years old, and this thing's scaring the shit out of me. So, end of the day, end of the day, I don't know. Long story short, we end
In
up having to throw the
conclusion,
doll. In conclusion, yeah, we have to end up throwing the doll out because I'm scared shitless of it, and I can't sleep with that thing in the house.
And the good news is by the twitch in your voice, I can tell you still haven't moved on. So coming to life Christmas 2024 is the same Barbie, and this time I'm gonna stitch her back together like a Chucky face. Like she
Nah,
went to the
that's.
dump and was destroyed and melted and put her creepy self back together. Shout out to Barbie. You guys crushed it on that movie. I thought it was pretty fun. Um,
I wish I watched it.
Nothing against Barbie except for the fact that she scares the crap out of you, which makes it amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't even the fact that it was a Barbie. It was just a life-size doll. I mean, it didn't matter if it was a Barbie or some other doll. It's just scary as shit having a 4 foot doll living in your house.
Well, and Barbie's got like this strangely and unusually constantly happy face. You know, like it's
Yeah,
got
and it's
this
kind of
like it's
creep. It's
this
kind of creepy.
yeah, it's like a Stepford Wives like, "Hey." And it's just
Yeah, it's like,
when
well,
when you see it off in the mist of the night standing outside the giant dumpster as the rain falls down. Yeah, it's
it's
creepy.
scary as hell, man. You look up in the windows and you see it in the windows, and you throw it out, and it somehow ends up back in the house because your family is feels like traumatizing you as a little child. Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful, actually. Built character
Everybody,
development.
this is your public service announcement. Don't forget to traumatize your younger siblings, especially if you're substantially older and you know it'll really torture them later on in life.
Yeah, good job.
Um,
That gets a 10.
I'll tell you one thing I haven't heard a lot about lately is P. Diddy or what's his face? Drake, since all this presidency stuff. I feel like those guys are like, oh, thank heavens.
Thank God.
Right.
Thank God. Thank God we got to talk about the election. Now nobody gets to hear about Diddy.
Yeah, yeah, thank goodness, right? I mean, those guys have got the heat off of them. What's going on in the sports world, man? I hear our quarterback's taking a beat down.
The Dolphins suck per usual, nothing
Come
new.
on.
They always do. They always do. They're never
What's
good,
the record?
That's
Let's talk about it. You need a vent.
what are we now? 2-7, I believe.
Oh
Like, I
my God.
think we're
Don't
two and
even bring
seven.
them up. Go to a team that's at least
Yeah,
50-50.
the Chiefs are undefeated.
No surprise there. Is it a repeat? Is it Chiefs Lions? What is it?
It looks I think they're the two best teams in the NFL. It looks like Chiefs Lions is very likely.
Chiefs, we can't allow them to upset the Lions. The Lions need that. The city, the state, they need it.
Detroit, baby.
Also, the Chiefs kind of need that next one because that would be a whopper if they got another one. Holy
They don't
cow.
deserve it. I don't want them to have it. I mean, they do
No.
deserve it. I think they're going to be the first team since the Patriots technically did it, but they lost in the Super Bowl, went undefeated the entire season and lost in the Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs will end up doing the same thing, but their schedule rest of the season is pretty easy. We're already in week 10. 9 more games left or 8 more games. I don't think they've had their bye week yet. And I think there's a good chance the Chiefs go undefeated this season, at least through the regular season.
Holy cow. And the Lions are looking good, strong and healthy still.
One loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they're doing very good as well. They're two best teams in football for sure.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, look, you got to root for Detroit. How can you not? How can you not?
Yeah, and they got a
It's
really
impossible.
cool. They have a really cool jersey. They just had new jerseys for the Lions. They got a black one now. Had to
A-
cop it. Pretty
Again,
nice.
if this was an AI edited podcast, sing, sing, sing,
Black
sing,
jersey.
sing, sing. Um, we're going back to just human edits on VHS tape. We're actually going to cut this together and tape it to the intro of the podcast.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Well, holy cow, we're closing in on a rather large spectacle, I guess you could call it. I don't know if I'd call it an actual boxing match, but you got the Jake Paul, Mike
Yeah, I was about to
Tyson.
say that. November 15th?
Yes? Question mark? Lots of
It's either
question
the
marks.
15th or the 16th. I'm not sure. I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
it's the
know,
15th.
but
Live
look,
on Netflix.
there's only one way I can be happy, and is that's if Mike Tyson puts Jake on his ass. And if anything else happens, I'm gonna be heartbroken. Like that's
Yeah, and
it.
I think something else might happen.
Yeah, like Jake's strong and young, and he's
What
60.
is Mike Tyson, 60 something?
Bro, he's 50. I think it's 57-27 is the age.
I don't know. I want to see Mike Tyson win. Everybody wants to see Mike Tyson win, but
Bro, if I feel like this at 42, I can't imagine what 57 feels like.
I feel like shit.
And like I take care of myself. Obviously, I'm not the athlete Mike Tyson is, but I'm somewhat of an athlete. But I just feel the ache in my body in like different parts. And I'm like, Man, I hope he's on the super sauce because at 57 years old, it can't be easy to get out of bed when you've knocked out like 50 men in your life. You know what I'm
Yeah, and
saying?
you've
Like,
been like he's taken so many hits to the head and so
oh
many.
yeah,
Oh,
Buster Douglas put him to sleep basically in
yeah.
late in that fight. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll be real mad. I'll be real
I'm
mad,
gonna
Jake
watch it.
Paul.
That's all I know.
Jake Paul, don't knock out Mike Tyson, even if you
Oh,
can. Don't.
if he knocks out Mike Tyson, that's gonna be a problem.
Mike Tyson, if you can knock out Jake Paul, he's okay with it. He's 27. He can take the brain
Yeah, you
damage
take that.
still.
It's good. It'll be good for him. Needs
That
a little
if
knockout.
Mike Tyson, if you knock out Jake Paul and Jake, love you, huge fan. Mike Tyson, if you knock out Jake, you'll be a hero. You definitely are running for
Yeah.
president next if that happens.
Mike Tyson, I will. He'll be like 60 something. Actually, he'd be younger than our current president.
Right, be right in the window, right in the right window of age bracket. Trump's 80.
I think he's yeah, at least. I think he's 80. He might be 81.
Look, he's still going. I hopefully he pulls something together here because I can't worry about it anymore. Politics are over my mind. I just
Yeah.
like I'm taking
Yeah.
the politic compartment and I'm going over here for 4 years. I just can't
Yep.
anymore.
You could talk about it later.
Yeah. What else? There's apparently a big, you know how there was like Barbieheimer weekend at the box office, Oppenheimer and
Yeah.
Barbie. So apparently there is the prequel to whatchamacallit, Gladiator
Oh,
and
yes, I've seen ads for this.
the Wizard of Oz movie, Wicked. I guess it's Wicked,
Yes.
not Wizard of Oz, are supposed to be like help the box office and movies come back. Are
Is that
you
December?
excited? Have you even heard or are you excited about either one of those movies?
So I've been going to the movies quite a bit lately,
Oh
and
yeah, why's that?
what?
What have you been going to the movies for?
I got a girlfriend, got a yeah.
Oh! Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, we've been going to the movies a lot and seeing a lot of movies and a lot of ads and stuff. So I've seen this freaking Wicked ad like 300 times already, I feel like. I thought it already came out, but I guess not.
I haven't been to the movies lately, so I haven't seen that. You know, that's where you always see the cool ads for the next movies. But sometimes
Yeah.
we'll hop on YouTube. I mean, I've seen the trailer for the prequel to Gladiator. It looks amazing. The one for Wicked also looks incredible. Ariana Grande doing it, grande sized on the screen. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hear these things that you know the entertainment industry is in such a predicament at this point because look, between the streamers using so much money to bombard each other and try to entertain one another, I guess
Yeah.
you could say, and AI, like Hollywood's in such a predicament, you know, then there's nothing happening. So
But there are some great movies coming like that have come out lately. Like I just watched with Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield, We Live in Time. Very great movie.
yeah, you're definitely in a relationship. That is, we can tell you are Tyler. You have gotten on the rocket to you gotten on relationship rocket and
No, but it was an A24. I'm a huge A24 fan. It was a fantastic movie.
A24 is amazing. It's just that's not first on my list. And I love all those people. I love Florence and Andrew. I
Yeah.
think I interviewed Andrew just after his mom passed away, and it was awesome to talk to him. It was very like
Cool guy.
it felt like it was liberating for him, but it was liberating for me to hear him talk about the comfort of his mom and the pain and everything. But you know, have you seen any action movies? What else have you seen? Anything good that's
Action movies.
yeah, something
Beetlejuice, is that an action movie?
it just didn't hit. It just didn't hit for
It
me.
was I didn't think it was that good. It wasn't as
Did you
good as the
see
first
Deadpool
one.
Wolverine? Obviously, right?
No, I didn't. I
Bro,
didn't end up
bro,
seeing it.
bro, bro,
What?
bro,
It
bro.
was either Deadpool Wolverine or Twisters. I
Oh
saw
my
Twisters.
God.
I had
And
to
you
go
were
see
on a
Glen
date, and you were
Powell.
on a date, right?
Yeah, but I had to go see Glen Powell,
Oh
man. I had
my
to go see Glen
God.
Powell.
Bro,
I had to
please
go see
somebody
Glen
call
Powell, man.
Deadpool. Please call Deadpool and Wolverine and
Did
apologize.
you watch it?
I've seen it 60 times.
I've heard bad things and I've heard good things.
Anybody that's given you bad things about it is because they're too PC and they don't get a movie that makes fun of itself. Guaranteed.
Yeah, a lot of people got very mixed reviews.
From don't listen to the politically correct folk on this one, you know? Let the ride or die, the dirty, filthy people that have bad taste in everything, be the ones that you listen to. Deadpool and Wolverine's a perfect piece of entertainment. I don't care what anybody says. It single-handedly revived the careers of a handful of superstars. Ryan Reynolds consistently breaks the fourth wall, and he seems to be the only person in Hollywood that should be allowed to do that.
He's good at it.
He's
He's good
great
at
at
it.
it.
I've watched the other two Deadpools.
This Deadpool Wolverine is a superior movie than every other superhero movie ever made.
Every Deadpool movie is superior.
Superior. You
Superior.
kind of
That's
you kind of want to say superior, but it's not
Oh,
superior.
English class.
Yeah. Do you know what's the little bug that everybody has, brown bug on Florida that runs around with antennas?
Cockroach?
Yeah, what is it?
A cockroach?
You know there's how do you spell it?
Can we spell cock? I mean,
No. Is there a? That's not what I'm trying to do.
oh, Cock.
And then what?
Roach?
And then roach.
Roach?
My whole life,
Think?
my whole life I thought there was an A in
A
between.
cockroach?
I thought it was cockroach.
Cockroach. That's how people say it in Florida, though. It's a cockroach.
Yeah, that's how they say it. I didn't
It's
realize it was a
what's the,
a cockroach. That sounds like a different thing.
I always call it a cockroach.
It sounds like you're saying cockroach.
Does it? I'm saying
Yeah,
cockroach.
you're
Like
putting
cock
a
hyphen
in
roach.
there. Your whole shoulders move.
Cockroach.
Yeah.
Cockroach. What
Um,
was I
I
gonna
don't know
say?
how we got on this topic. Anyways, go Mike Tyson, beat somebody up. Jake
Yeah.
Paul, don't be a
Do
bully.
you want to know what I'm watching? That's actually a little relevant, but not that relevant. Or I just finished it.
Ow.
The Menendez brothers, Monsters on Netflix.
Oh yeah, what'd they do? They killed their family or something
They
horrible, right?
killed their parents, and then they went into court and claimed self-defense because their parents, like when they were younger, did some things they shouldn't have done to them, rape and such. And yeah,
Whoa.
and then they ended up going to jail. And now, 30 years later, they're up for parole once again, or yeah, up for parole. And so it's like a whole thing that's coming back to light now.
Did you see the I think it was a HBO series with what's his name from the Patriots uh the tight end. What's his name?
Gronk.
No, man. I
Oh,
mean
Hernandez. I'm sorry, Aaron
Hernandez, that's right.
Hernandez. Yes,
Yeah,
but
there was a
Gronk is in
pair.
the show you're talking
Did
about.
you see that documentary or that
No, I
show?
didn't see the documentary, but I've seen clips of it, and it looks so funny because
I heard it was great. Like
I heard that that some of the people who are acting in it did not do a great job, and or I mean they did do a great job, but they're very like funny personations of who they're trying to be,
I have to see it.
impersonations. So I gotta check it out. I
I
haven't
have to
watched
see
it.
it. No, I heard there was just some dark shit in the background of that situation, so I kind of was interested in
Very,
hearing about it. Everybody's into
dude.
like crazy true crime, murder
Yeah,
this, murder that. Like what, man? We got to
that's what's happening right now. That's the
got to get our
era we're
minds back
in.
to like reading Rainbow and some happy ass shit.
Reading
We need
Rainbow.
MTV to start playing music videos again, you know?
Oh, please, God, I would love to old 90s MTV.
Bro, when I grew up, VH1, BET, and MTV only played music videos like all day till like 5 p.m. And then there was like a music countdown show of like the top 10 songs of the day. It was amazing. And then at
You
night
used
they
to
started
walk
playing
in,
like Real World.
yeah, you used to walk into like stores and stuff, like clothing stores and shoe stores, and they'd have them on the TV when I was younger.
That's right. On
Yeah,
the tube TV.
the tube TV, the TV with the big old back.
What's coming up in pop culture or in your dating life? What movie are you guys going to see next? What are you excited for?
I don't know. I saw this one. Tom Hanks has this new movie coming out
Oh yeah,
where
called Here.
yes, and I think it
Looks
just came out this past week. It looks really good. It's like they film it like all in like one spot, and it's
yeah,
supposed to. Oh, by the way, I just watched another movie. I'll talk about that in a second. By myself, it was a fantastic movie. But here it's like they're filming like one spot over time for like 300 years. It's supposed to
right.
be, and it's like
And it's
Indian.
the same people but like different lives, right?
Yeah, it's like Native Americans on that ground, and then them getting pushed out of there, and colonizers moving in, and
So
them
cool.
building it up into a huge city. And Tom Hanks comes in there in some point, and some other big actors, and it looked very good from the trailer.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I
Yeah,
want to see it. Well, what's the other one you watch that you just got
I
excited
just
for?
watched 1917 for the first time.
Oh, it's great.
it's supposed to like all be like a one shot, which it's not, but like they cut it to make it look like a one shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not one shot,
It's
but they did
impossible,
do
yeah.
some amazing oneers in that movie and then pieced it together to feel like one
It's
shot.
so beautifully done. It's such a great movie. They did a fantastic job. The acting is great. I mean, some of those one shots are going on for 20 minutes. It's insane.
Yeah, and on YouTube they show like there's aerial footage of them doing like some of those shots, and it's unbelievable what they did.
Like
Like,
the where they at the end of the movie they have to do like a huge explosion and him like running through it, and they show it how he
yeah,
like they messed it up a little bit and they couldn't redo it again because there was so much money spent on explosives.
yeah,
So he's like running into people and falling down, and he has to get back up and keep running because they were trying to move on the truck and film it at the same time. It's crazy. It's a well
yeah,
done
and it
production.
and it ends up serving the chaos of this story. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine that
Yeah.
situation. People would be running into each other. People would be falling. People, it would be,
And
whatever you
the
got to do to survive.
Yeah, and the sets, the makeup design, I mean, costume design, everything is just so well done in that movie. It won a bunch of Oscars, and it makes sense. Oscars? Grammys. Oscars.
Oscars, Grammys is music.
Oscars. Yeah, yeah, sorry.
Emmys is TV.
Emmys is TV, Grammys is music, Oscars
Oscars
is
and Academy
movie.
Awards are the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, it's
It's all confusing.
it's very thank you, the Academy.
I know. I love when people get up there and it's like at the Oscars and they're like, "I'd love to thank the Academy," and I'm like, "Wait, shouldn't you thank the Oscars?" Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
the
never know.
Oscars.
I never know the difference.
Oscar is the name of the trophy or something. Like what? I don't.
Who is Oscar?
Yeah, who is Oscar? This
Is
is like
Oscar in the room with us?
again, if this was AI, just be like a question mark with a
Oscar.
black silhouette. Who is
It's
Oscar?
the Oscar trophy with a question mark on it.
Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's the world's crazy. Hopefully we're everybody can just accept our current status and situation and try to be friendly to each other because it's all about the people. It's not about the president, man. It's all about the people and how we treat each other. If we get behind each other, lift each other up, we can't be stopped. But
Yeah.
we can be stopped if we act like a bunch of a-holes trying to, this is my team, that's my team. No, this is our country. This is our country. End of story.
Speaking of
Period.
teams, you know what I just went to?
What?
Hurricanes FSU.
How was that?
Pretty terrible.
The FSU get beat?
FSU is so bad right now. They have never been this bad in the history of the program. They have all of their wide receiver commits for next year have decommitted. All of that, they have no top 100 prospects or whatever coming in. It's terrible. The program's really falling apart this year.
You know what's going to happen, though? It's going to make room for a shining star next year. Shining, shining star. A bright, shining star.
They need to bring in a new head coach. They'll bring in some star head coach and then they'll fix the program.
Yep, and
But it's
they'll win a
bad. It's really terrible
championship
right
in
now.
4 years. They'll be back into a championship.
I don't know. It's been a long time. Last year was supposed to be their championship year, and they got snubbed.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
NCAA is a trip, man.
yeah, big money hungry thing that is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, whatever. What's going on in racing? Any big races happening lately?
In NASCAR, the last race of the season, I believe, is this weekend, and it's like the championship race. After this weekend, it's it. I believe it's in somewhere.
How long does NASCAR take off? Like, how long is their off season?
A long time. I mean, it starts. I believe the Daytona 500 is in February, so I
Okay,
guess not that long.
3 months?
Yeah, that's not a very long time, I guess.
November to February?
Yeah, I guess that's all they take. I think it's in February. I'm pretty
And then
sure.
those guys are driving somewhere else all the time
Oh
anyway.
yeah, man. Those guys got to be in a car at all times.
Yeah.
They need that. They need to go fast.
I was watching some of these drivers are so young, man. It's wild. It's wild to get to 40 and then like, like be like, "Oh, wow, I was just driving. Oh, wow, I was just racing 20 years ago." And now I'm
Yeah,
all
these
like, I'm
guys.
about to buy a dirt bike and start doing tabletops and I'm like, "Wait, wait, 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 wait. How does my 42-year-old self handle this?"
These guys driving now are younger than me, which is kind of crazy. As I'm pretty young as it is, but now they're younger than me.
Well, listen, you're aged goods as far as the relationship world goes. You're on movie number 415, and you are just seeing basically rom-com after rom-com at this point. I
I
see that
love
you have to sneak off.
rom-coms.
You're already going behind your girl's back to watch action movies like 1917 because she doesn't want to see that shit in the theater with you.
Oh, dude. Well, it came out so long ago, man.
I'm just playing.
Shit. It came out.
Um,
I think they just put it on Netflix, and I was like, I gotta watch this shit. I wanted to watch it in the movie when it came out, movie theaters, but
if you're gonna watch Deadpool Wolverine, and I suggest that you do because it's really, really, really fun movie. Do not watch it on a computer or a phone. Please watch it on that at least an 80-inch screen. You know, it's
I
really a
never watch. You can't watch
big
any
movie.
movies on a computer. That's disrespectful to the movie.
Yeah, one time I started watching Oppenheimer on an airplane, and I shut it off like 5 minutes in. I was like, "What are you? How dare you?"
Yeah, I haven't even watched Oppenheimer still. I
I
haven't
know.
watched it.
I
It's
think
you
they'll
gotta
probably
sit.
re-release it in the
It's
theaters,
so long
but
is
you
the
got to
problem.
see it in the theater just because the
Yeah,
visual is so
it's
spectacular.
built it's built to be watched in a movie theater, not at home.
I read somewhere that I forget what movie, like Interstellar, whatever, some Christopher Nolan movie, that he painted 500 acres of dead corn husk green.
Interstellar, yeah, because there's this scene in Interstellar where they have to
They're like
they're driving
running.
through in a truck. I don't remember what the reason was, but they're driving through just a bunch of corn and yeah, he I don't know if it was him that owned it or Matthew McConaughey that owned it. I think they both may have owned it or something, but yeah, they still
He,
got that.
he painted it green.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty sick. But
Oh my
that's
God.
dedication to your movies. He's one of the
Bro,
best
Christopher
directors of our
Nolan's on another level, you know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
mean, he's just, to even want to make movies on IMAX is such a hassle. You know, it's such an
Don't you have
incredible.
to film it in don't you have to film it with two different cameras technically?
Yeah, all sorts of shit. And the camera bodies themselves are like this big.
Humongous.
And then it's like on film, right? So like I think the film roll is like huge.
Yeah.
Like I could be making that up, but either way,
You're not.
'cause,
I'm pretty sure you're right.
like all the camera bodies that you use now, like minus a lens, is like 6 inches by 6 inches. And then you could
You
put
have more apparatus than you have
right.
camera.
Yeah, and that thing is all camera.
Camera. Yeah. But then
Holy
again, you're not putting many other things on that. You're just putting a lens on it and that's kind of it. You're not really filming anything else with that, I don't believe.
I mean, I guess who the hell knows how to use an IMAX camera, right? Like,
It's
I'm your director of photography. Like, I'm sure you can only pick from two directors of
yeah.
photography that can like be like, I know how to use this giant tank.
It looks like you're carrying around a big old TV with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's the size of like an old like suitcase that your grandparents
Yeah.
had that they rolled on wheels and a leash through the airport.
Yeah.
Anyways, I need to go eat
Dedication.
some lunch, man. I'm tired. What are you doing? You got anything else cool to talk about? Well, what time is it? Where are we?
It's 3 o'clock for me, 12 o'clock for you.
What's your big night like tonight on a Saturday evening in the SFLA?
Not much, sleeping. I gotta go play some Call of Duty. New Call of Duty just came out, Black Ops 6.
So, where's your girlfriend live? Does she live nearby?
Yeah, close-ish.
Does she play video games? Is she a gamer at all?
No, no.
What's she into? Does she do sports?
Very music, vintagey girl.
Cool. So, hipster goes right in line with your gold chain, your Dickies shirt, and your Goodwrench hat.
And my
Um,
mustache.
and your mustache. Like, oh, I'm not a hipster. This unintentional lip fur that I have right here. This,
It's become part of Tico. I need it. I can't get
bro.
rid of it.
No.
I almost messed up the other day. I almost shaved it off on accident.
Well, then you better trim the other side to match, baby, because you got to keep it.
I thought I was gonna have to rock the one half. Like,
No, you should do if you ever make like a slice in it, just make it match your eyebrow, like something
oh,
sliced.
yeah, I could do.
I think you can make the part right from up here, just right from your
Bro,
hairline.
it looks like a third eyebrow.
It's good, man. That's what you need. That's
I
what
love
you
my
need
mustache.
For Halloween. You should have got a little mouthpiece with two eyeballs on it, and you could have been like, it would look like four eyes. All right, let's get the hell out of here. This is fun. Episode 21. It's so hard to not get to 52 episodes, but it's easier just to get to 21 so far. So we're going to ride
Pretty
this
good.
out, and I'm sure we'll do a couple more before the end of the year. I got a lot going on, much of which I did not get into with you in this podcast, but two things I will drop on you real quick. I'm shooting a movie, I'm directing and starring in a movie with three or four supernatural actors, January 6th through the 24th here in California, and I'm also raising money to make the greatest animated show of all time called Public Domain that features like all the greatest animated characters from your favorite show that slid into the public domain. Well, we started at Indiegogo and we're going out to make and give out the first episode for free. So we're raising like 50K to try to do that. And it's going well. So lots more to talk about, lots more to involve you in. But right now, all I can think about is food. I'm starving. So
Mm.
peace. Bye. Bye, everybody. This is episode 21 of the Cobros. I'm MC on the mic. And that guy over there is
Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show.
vintage hipster younger version Cohen, constantly doing better. I love you. I'll see you soon. Let's talk more. And I can't believe you let us fail on our 52 episode goal this year. I blame you fully for getting super busy and super important over there on the TikTok. You've been ticking and talking too much. That's the thing. You got to stop ticking and talking. You got to just
There's a lot of ticking and talking.
You got to slow it down a little bit. All right, bye everybody.